Hey guys, new wig, who dis? Anyway, oh hey Jack. This is my next video talking about how I lost 20 pounds at the end of 2019. So basically 3 to 4 months. Surprised myself. So the first video I talked about cardio. So this one I'm going to talk about what I did with my nutrition. First let me say that I went to a nutritionist. I attempted to go to a nutritionist because I was like, okay, I obviously haven't figured this food thing out. I'm not doing something right. I tried keto. I tried everything. I felt like, and I was like, okay, let me talk to a professional. And I did the free consultation, and then they told me how much it was gonna cost to like do the whole program for them, like doing meal plans and stuff. And it was like $300 to $400 a month. And I'm like just that got to me because I'm a pretty cheap person. Those of you who know me, I'm a pretty cheap person. This wig is $15 off of Amazon, first of all. I don't believe in spending a lot of money on things that are simple. I don't know, like I don't necessarily want the newest car or anything. I just want something that plays my music and get me from point A to point B. Like, I don't think that simple things should be expensive. And so when I found out the price that this was going to cost, I was so upset. I'm like, there is no way. Like, no one should have a monopoly on this information. Like, nobody, like, it should not be this hard for normal ass people to get in shape and know how to eat. It can't possibly be. And so I said, screw that. I did not call them back. I'm like, there's no way I'm paying $400 a month to learn how to eat right. No way. So again, I did my research. I pride myself on being a master researcher. And so basically, after talking to people with some experience and some expertise, I decided to go plant-based. Best thing ever. People freak out when they hear about plant-based. Plant-based doesn't necessarily mean vegan, which I discovered when I was researching. Plant-based can be vegetarian, it can be vegan, it can be pescatarian, which is basically you don't eat any meat besides fish. So yeah, there's a ton of different options for you. And so what did I cut out? I cut out a lot of things. I cut out alcohol, I cut out dairy, I cut out all sugar, even fruits for a little while. I didn't really eat any fruits for a little bit. What else did I cut out? I cut out red meat, I cut out poultry. So basically I went pescatarian is what I did. I went pescatarian with no other dairy animal products. I ate eggs, I ate fish. And I did not eat fruits because even fruits with the sugar that it has, like that can still spike your blood sugar. And in August I was at high risk for, I was pre-diabetic. I was high risk for diabetes, and so I cut out all sugar completely for a little bit. Again, I don't think that this is really sustainable for most people. And you have to take into consideration like your ethnicity, you know, where your ancestors came from. I'm very mixed, mostly black, mostly African, but I'm very mixed, and so I feel like that has a lot to play into what my ideal diet is. Dairy, I researched, is actually pretty bad for like the African American community as a whole, just based on our DNA apparently. So I cut that out. Like I said, for about a month. Alcohol was pretty hard, but I did a whole bunch of drinking in the military, and I had just left the military, so I decided it is time to like put that behind me and like actually try taking care of my body. So it would be really hard like going out social outings and people were drinking, and I would just get some water, some sparkling water with lemon. It took a lot of discipline. Like I said in the last video, when you're trying to make a drastic change, nothing is really going to be easy, and you can't expect everything to be like roses and daisies and be easy and like be something that you like. But if you want it bad enough, you're going to make the change. And so those were basically the only changes I made. Made sure I had protein with every meal. I didn't count any calories because everything that I ate was whole foods. I didn't eat anything processed. Oh yeah, I also cut out bread and pasta. Bread and pasta out. That's what I cut out. Yeah, everything I ate was only whole foods. Anything that came out of the ground or that was killed by fishing in a river. The only exception to the dairy is like I used Parmesan cheese, and that's because there's not a lot of calories from dairy that come out of Parmesan cheese. It's pretty light, so that was my only exception. That was the only leeway that I gave myself. And after a while, you know, it was hard at first, but after a while, my body just stopped craving things like pizza and pasta. And when I would treat myself to a little bit of pasta or something, I would only be able to take like a few bites, and then my body was like, okay, that's it. I was like, whoa, that's crazy, because usually I go down on some Olive Garden, like some 5 cheese ziti. I finished that whole thing, but I couldn't do that anymore. It's crazy. It's crazy how your body will reprogram itself when you start feeding it the right things. It is hard at first, but then I found that it does get easier. It really, really does get easier. So that was the nutrition part of my 20-pound weight loss. And honestly, I think that was the biggest change for me. That was the biggest thing that helped me. So yeah, well, that's it for my nutrition part, and I'll see you in the next video where I talk about something that my husband actually did for me that helped me a lot. So yeah, talk to you guys later.